I call it the FU factor, and it's there to measure the amount of attitude that a vehicle emits, not only to those around it, but to the environment for which it lives. When a Formula One car, for example, pulls out onto a track, its attitude is simple. FU, I win. When a muscle car vaporizes tires just because it can, FU, I win. And when a 43-year-old Ford pickup comes upon you at speed in a Middle Eastern desert, you guessed it, FU, I win. You know what I love about this truck? It's stacked with so much built-in you that it makes everything else on the road seem invisible. It's called sloppy, and if you haven't figured it out by now, this 1972 Ford F-250 is owned by Collins, the same gearhead that let us have the keys to the '68 Sand Bullet you saw in our last episode.
Let y'all in on a little secret. I have never driven a pre-runner truck before. And the fact that God let me jump in this thing without a hint of instruction is a bit of concern.
This is a take no prisoners type of rig. And by that I mean it could give a shit what type of terrain lies in front of it or who's in the driver's seat. It's a carnival ride of suspension travel, horsepower, and gasoline, and all it wants to do is jump over stuff and cause as much havoc as possible when doing so. Originally purchased in California and then shipped across the Atlantic, this truck is a mixture of Baja engineering and Dubai reliability.
Bombing across the dunes, basically romping over anything I can romp over because I feel like it. Not having to worry about it. This is hilariously fun.
Under the hood lies a 302 that Khaled built himself. It sports an Edelbrock power package, flat tappet cam, 9.5-to-1 compression, and a 750 CFM Demon carb with a real powerful Aeromotive A1000 fuel system. The truck's been tubed front to back on a stock Ford frame. It runs I-beam front suspension with king coilover shocks, a 4-link out back, a C6 transmission attached to a valve body, and a 9-inch rear with a spool diff running 411 gears that power the massive 35-inch BFG KM2 treads.
It's got a 3-speed valve body in it that you just romp through, let the truck do what it's gonna do, man. The suspension sucks up everything. This is the greatest day in big muscle history. I love the fact that the truck just doesn't give a shit. Goes over anything. Whoa. Anything that you throw in front of it, it'll handle. You gotta be on your toes though, man. You've got these ruts and these whoops that just, I mean, you can't see what's underneath it. And the whole thing to get this thing to do what you want is about momentum.
Before you drive this thing, you need to understand one thing. It's either power on or power off. There is really no in between. Being a two-wheel drive means if you lose momentum in the sand, you're getting stuck. However, if you keep your foot pinned in the mat, you can potentially launch yourself through the air over a dune, and well, that would end your day very quick.
Again, two-wheel drive, wheels, sawing at the freaking wheels. Oh my God, it's like driving on a combination of ice and snow and oil.
My instructions were simple. Stay in the throttle and read the terrain, but more importantly, respect the terrain. Being rear-wheel drive means that this big Ford moves around a lot. It's like trying to drive a half-empty waterbed if you could picture it that way. In fact, after about 5 minutes, I felt as though I'd spent an hour in the gym as I'm constantly working behind the wheel. And here's the thing, if you rest or you lose focus even for a second, shit can go south really fast.
That was interesting. I went up on two wheels. Pretty high on two wheels. The truck is amazing, but I'm so old. And I'm so out of shape.
After some time, I found my groove behind the wheel. And when that happened, everything came together. The stars seemed to align. And at that very moment, I realized that this 43-year-old Ford truck was one of the coolest vehicles I'd driven, ever.
We're going over stuff right now that at speed would just incinerate a normal 4x4 out of the showroom, but this? Nothing. Jump in it, turn it, slam it. Oh my God. That's one of the things about this hobby where you don't keep anything you have locked up in a garage. Drive it and share it with people. You don't have to be as brave as Khalid and throw me the keys to it, but share it with people and show them what these cars are made of and what these old trucks could do, because it's the best thing in the world.
At the time of this filming, I'd been around Dubai for almost a week. I'd seen amazing sights, made some wonderful friends, and got to experience a place I never thought I'd be. In the end though, two things became abundantly clear. First, car guys are car guys, regardless of their location. And two, Big Muscle is now on a quest to bring the world a little closer together, one hot rod at a time.
Oh, get ready. We're gonna pitch it, slam it, dive, down again, throw it. Dude, did you see that? How high I got on two wheels?